Late one evening, Jake and his friends stumbled across a mysterious, forgotten village during their weekend road trip. The village wasn't on any maps, and the road they had taken wasn't one they had planned on. Tall, crooked houses lined the streets, their windows dark and uninviting, while the air felt heavy, like a storm about to break. There was something unsettling about the silence. It was too quiet. "Why is no one here?" Kate whispered, her voice barely cutting through the eerie stillness. No one answered. Jake, the fearless one of the group, shrugged and started walking towards the largest building in the center of the village, an old church whose doors were slightly ajar. The moment they stepped inside, the temperature plummeted. The air was thick with the scent of decay, and faint echoes of footsteps, other than their own, seemed to bounce off the walls. "This place gives me the creeps," said Liam, glancing around nervously. As they ventured deeper into the village, they found something that sent chills down their spines. Scrawled across the walls of several buildings were messages written in blood. "Never stay past dusk." The sun was beginning to set. Panic set in as they realized they might be trapped in this ghost town after dark. "We need to leave," Jake muttered, but the road they had come from was gone. Nothing but endless forest surrounded the village now. Suddenly, a soft, whispering chant filled the air. It came from nowhere and everywhere at once. "Do you hear that?" Mia asked, her face pale with fear. The chant grew louder, a dark, unsettling melody echoing through the narrow streets. A shadowy figure appeared at the end of the village, cloaked in tattered robes, its face hidden beneath a hood. It stood motionless for a moment, then began moving slowly towards them. "Run!" Jake shouted, but no matter where they turned, the roads twisted back toward the village center, trapping them. The figure was not alone. More emerged from the shadows, silent, faceless beings that floated across the ground, their whispers filling the air. The group backed into the old church, the doors slamming shut behind them. Inside, they found themselves surrounded by more eerie figures, trapped with nowhere to go. "We're not getting out of here," Kate whispered, tears streaming down her face. In the center of the church, an altar was bathed in dim light, and on it lay an old, dusty book. "What's that?" Liam asked, pointing. Jake opened it, revealing ancient symbols and phrases that none of them understood. "It's a ritual," Mia whispered. "Maybe this is why the village is abandoned." Before they could do anything, the figures closed in. A cold, unnatural darkness engulfed them, the whispers becoming deafening. The last thing Jake heard before everything went black was the same chilling chant, "You should never have stayed past dusk." By morning, the village was as silent as before, with no sign of the group. The village remains hidden from the world, waiting for the next travelers who dare stay after sunset.